servers first. Before on the servers. Are you feeling on the servers?
Yes, on the servers. 7 months down the line, you wake up and say you want the servers to open. Who do you want to open the servers for you? Do you want the president to open the servers? Does he host the servers? No.
Now, you see, the way I see it, all these beautiful representations, as I see coming from Honorable Senator Malala and other people, will be beautifully discussed within the context of all these discussions. And so to sit here and to argue on matters of details would, I think, be to miss the point. I think the general issue that we are saying, and you are right, of course, that IEBC is hosting the servers. But you see, the question of servers is both administrative as it is an issue of IEBC. So it sits very well within the executive as it sits with IEBC. Now, we are not talking about, we are not talking about opening the servers because we want to reopen a case or that it is a dispute in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court made its decision and we are living with it. We have lived with it for now 8-9 good months. We are living with it. But servers is public information and there is access to information. In fact, you, the media, should want to know by your own. So what was contained in that information? It is an information which, if accessed, will help develop the thinking of a more concretized an electoral system. Let me tell you, the issue which must never run from people's minds, in the constellation or what we are going through now in the reorganization of IEBC, the executive has taken upon itself to compose or have a system in which people whom they are able to influence would most naturally sit on the commission. It means that a party, and especially the executive, is deciding the future, or the referee who will decide the election. That should make everybody worried. It should make the media worried. It should make the religious community worried. It should make, of course, us who are in the opposition very worried. That everybody is checking the executive. The law about checks, separation of powers, is the law on check of executive. So if you have an executive that has decided that the referee will be their protege, of course you don't have an election. So this is why some of those issues should be discussed in a very sober way. But to see on how to minimize, every democracy must minimize the authoritarian tendency of an executive. There is no executive world over in democracies which do not have appetite to exceed the law. And so it is much more safer to have these people, hey, how is IEBC composed? And how is this electoral system going to be neutral for everybody to participate, whether in this year, in next year, or in future years? That is when we will have a stable electoral system that people can have faith in.